Kia ora, Leo. This is your reading for the partial solar eclipse in Scorpio that's coming up on the 25th. I'm coming in earlier this time round to do these readings. So thanks for joining me. Please do like, share, subscribe. It really helps for the channel to blossom. And as I always say, if it resonates, that's fabulous. If it doesn't, just leave the reading. And what else? Do check out the collective reading. That can be quite interesting. And also, if you know what your ascendant, moon, Venus, and Jupiter are in Leo, so check those out. I'm trying to. I've had problems with the sound with the microphone that I've got, so I'm not using it because I think I'm hoping if someone's out there and watches this, I'm hoping maybe you can tell me whether you can hear it very well or not. I'm going to have to get a new mic. Anyway, let's get into the story. We do have, let's get into the storyline for Leo. Feels a bit jittery here. Okay, so we've got 4 cards coming out and we go through and clarify and pull a few others at the end. Look, we're coming out here with the 5 of Swords, which can be quite a harsh card. It more so speaks about how we can let ourselves down sometimes. And you know, often when we do know that, we feel it. And, you know, we do feel it. Look, it's sort of, I'll keep talking about the cards that have come out, but it speaks of a turnaround here. I think something occurred, Leo. You've kind of had time to think about it, and you've kind of come in a circle for some Leos out there. So we had the 5 of Swords. It can be about taking credit for other people's endeavours or efforts as well. We've got the Queen of Cups, really looking at that 5 of Swords. You know, she's really looking here. It's as if you can see a situation quite clearly now. Possibly situation, people, circumstance. I do see you as that Queen, Leo. You can see it quite clearly. As I said, you've come kind of full circle here. The time is right to make another offering. There is an offering somewhere in here. We've got the 10 of Swords here. Something is understood in this card because we can't go beyond that. We can't go beyond that. We've already got 10 swords. We've done that suit. And when we get to the end of it, we see the hand gesture here as a symbol of an understanding, a kind of lesson learned in some ways. And then we have the lovely page of this offering, you know. It's an emotional offering. It's as if it's either you've gone in a kind of circle, understood something and come back again from a particular situation. You've kind of gone full circle, come back with a new understanding. Or someone's coming around again with an offering that maybe is not huge, but it's still an emotional offering. So let's clarify, Leo. Lovely Leo, let's clarify. We're looking at the 5 of Swords, clarifying with the Thoth deck, my number 1 deck really that I like to use. Oops, let's see, they're face down. Yeah, look, this is interesting, Leo. So we're looking at this Five of Swords. We've got the High Priestess. With the High Priestess, we sort of understand intuitively. With the Queen of Cups here also, we've got a huge ability at the moment, really channeling that level of kind of intuitive clarity, being able to see through. You've seen, yeah, it's seeing through something, a situation, seeing through people. It's really quite interesting here with that High Priestess. There's a forgiveness. There's a forgiveness involved. And then we have the Prince of Discs. Slow, steady, very secure, a very gradual understanding, a gradual growth. And it's new growth. Because this Prince of Discs really is the seed sower. And this takes time. It's as if there's a level of forgiveness of possibly someone else, Leo, here, and you're able to do that because you fully understand what a particular situation was and how you've moved through it. Yeah, so interesting. Let's look at the Ten of Swords. We know it's a lesson here. We do know that. These cards are coming out face down, which they don't normally. Look, it is, Excuse me, we've got the 10. To clarify, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is a cycle. It's more of a situation that you've understood and you've not actually turned your back on it. You've somehow completed something in a very integrous way, Leo. The Wheel of Fortune is turning again for a new beginning, and you're armed with not only practical knowledge, if this makes sense for anyone out there, I hope it does, not only practical knowledge, but really quite acute, sharp mental discernment and acumen here. It's been a really big learning. This is learning. This is a big learning curve. We're looking at the page of Cups for Leo. So whatever circumstance or situation this has been, it's you've weathered it, is what I hear. You've weathered the storm, the stormy seas, and there is, of course, a level of healing that's occurred, whether this is with yourself or with the person that is involved in this, because I do see it as a person, not really a group of people at all. It's really an individual. So we're clarifying this Page of Cups. We get another ace, the Ace of Discs, abundance. This is bounty. This is the doorway where we see our resources, where there's a flick of a switch and we understand how we can utilize those resources, and possibly we start to see that we've got more than we thought. With that, we've got the Seven of Cups, and the Thoth deck, it's called Debauch. Look, so many options, and not much movement, but options are a good thing. Choices. This is about the nature of that element, water, when there's no fresh stuff coming through. But in this reading, in this case, there is. for a period, there wasn't. And that's where we get stagnation happening. But that's not happening anymore, Leo. And then we have the Star card as well, which is a wonderful healing card. Now, there were two cards that, it's a healing card. It's a beautiful card. You are able to stand tall in this situation, whatever it's been for you. I do see it as being to do with one other person. There were two cards here that made themselves seen. I mean, I say made themselves seen. I did notice them. I don't usually when I'm shuffling. I did notice them, and I'm just trying to find the other one because they actually hold, yeah, there it is, a little key to this reading, I think, I feel, when we're speaking of the situation with the Seven of Cups, that there was the stagnation was involved with that 5. It's not happening anymore. You've worked through it, you've faced it. As I keep saying, you've gone, it's like going in a full circle with coming out at the other, joining that circle with a full understanding. You've learnt something. Those two cards that made themselves seen were, just to put it that way, were the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Wands. These are almost opposites. We've got the Nine of Wands, which is a very defensive stand. We're really anchored in the past in this card. All of our habits, default mechanisms in terms of behaviour, and that we see everything that's coming towards us as a potential threat. It's habit. It's based in the past. The Knight of Swords isn't based anywhere, actually. He's in the here, in the here and the now, in the air. Obviously being a sword. Totally focused. Zeroing in on the target. And I do think this sums up this sort of beginning and the end of this circular journey and lessons that you've learnt, Leo, to sort of this solar eclipse in Scorpio. It's on the Scorpio-Taurus axis on the wheel. It's about sort of figuring out what we value, to put it simply, and at the same time to understand what we can let go of, what we can let go of that doesn't serve us anymore, that is not useful to us anymore. And I think in this circular movement, in this reading, that you've realised this Nine of Wands doesn't really serve you anymore. It just dampens your fire. And we've got a real targeted approach, an opportunistic, zeroed in on the target approach here, which I think is your new mantle that you're putting on. So it's fabulous, Leo. Let's get a Brian Froud Pixie and Fairy. And as I said, I sort of see the Leo as the Queen of Cups. We get the Singer of the Chalice, which is really a mother cup, unconditional love, all of those wonderful things. The kind of Empress feel to Singer of the Chalice. It's magic water of the heart. You know what I mean, Leo? It's really lovely. And now we'll just get a rock mineral crystal card for you. Rock mineral crystal for Leo, please. And so I hope the sound actually. Okay. Wow, we've got carnelian, beautiful stone. Let's have a look. Self-trust, Leo. Relationship rejuvenation. And this may well be there. I kind of feel that. Powers of concentration, totally. Healing from abuse. We have carnelian, beautiful stone. So, on that note, open hearted Leos out there, thanks for tuning in. Do check out your other signs. As I said at the beginning, if you know what your ascendant especially and your moon are in, because it can give you a wider view on the whole crazy time that we live in. So on that note, Leo, ka kite, thank you. Bye.